Now let's come on into the next part. We have the interaction with the 12 branches. And interaction with the 12 branches immediately. Some of you will know we have gone through most of the revision on the basic classes before. What would be the first encounter that we may have? Let's look into the clash. The snake clash with what? The snake will be in the northwest position, and it has a 150 degree, and it clashes with the pig. So therefore, in the first immediate would then be a clash with the pig. Now the clash with the pig also represents the traveling star. The pig is also the traveling star. Therefore, this clash is a clash between pink fire, because beneath the beneath the snake is pink fire, and beneath the pig is run water. So this would be a yang fire clashing with a yang water. The pig represents the sky. It represents the vast expanse, and therefore it normally resulted in travel related disasters. Now, one time I heard what Datuk Joy Yap did mention, that a snake and a pig, because basically Joy Yap has that clash in his church as well. And he explained that it also represents explosion, chemical explosion, because fire and water clash, travel related. So any travel related disasters, the snake clashes with the pig also means air related disaster clash. Therefore, for those with the pig, it may be the remedy as if you can, to avoid traveling, to avoid flying. Mostly it's air related accident, air crashes or whatnot, or delays or obstacle, because car accidents are metal and wood. Oh, big boy, really? Your friend's car caught fire on a snake pit crash. Wow, interesting. Okay, normally car accidents are metal and wood, metal and wood. But of course, if your car caught fire, then that looks more like a something like a combustion, something like an accident as well. All right, so that is why perhaps we may also denote that the snake represents a solitary star. Maybe you are solitary because you don't travel. So Diogo, looks like it's going to be solitary to you. The snake is a solitary star to your pick. And so one way or the other, because you didn't get to travel, you don't go around, so you stay alone. So that's quite a lonely period for you. Okay, so anyway, the clash between the pink fire can also represent in a certain degree the movement. So it has to do with, right, but of course also to then later mean, what does pink fire means to you? What does pink fire means to you, and what does run water means to you as well? Right. If it is your, if it is, if let's say for example, if you're a run water day master, then it would be your indirect wealth clashing against your friend star, because you are run water. Friend star is partnership. Indirect wealth is, of course, investments, money. Therefore, the clash may also mean a partnership dispute, can also mean loss of money. Loss of money. Okay. Hesitates. All right. Rob wealth for you. So therefore, Diogo, in that case, then it also means the same thing. Rob wealth clashing against your direct wealth also means conflict in terms of business, in terms of losing money. Losing. Right. So no go for you in that. Okay, now beside the clash, now the other one that is also very crucial will be the snake with a very complicated relationship, and that would be with the monkey. The snake combines with the monkey and produces what? The combination produces the combination produces water. Therefore, when the snake combines with the monkey, it produces water. It produces, and therefore, again, combination would denote machine. However, the monkey is also one of destruction. So therefore, it becomes mixed. Normally, there's a saying that goes, either you combine or you destruct. Either you combine or there is a destruction. And water clash against fire. Water clashes against fire because water and pink fire clashes. And so I think there is a reading that denotes heart attack via addiction. Let's say, give an example, computer games for the young people. So when the young ones are addicted to computer games, they have a tendency to play non-stop for long hours, and they therefore lack of sleep. So this may denote a destruction effect is being manifested. Destruction here would mean you destroy yourself, and of course addiction. Addiction is one way. When you're addicted to something, there is a mention. And monkey represents keng, and keng represent lungs. It represents lungs. And fire in your lungs basically also means smoking. Therefore, people who are addicted to smoking or even now vaping will also find that this is a destructive habit, as a habit. And this habit produces water, and water clashes against fire, which fire represents the heart, represents heart. So the snake represents, so therefore heart attack. And so people who play computer games and lack sleep may have a tendency of heart stroke or cardiac arrest. Therefore, that will be the monkey and the fire. Therefore, that also indicates ungrateful punishment. Ungrateful punishment. Now, in the Shensha reading that we have done in the last 2 months, we can find that one of the Shensha will also represent, a snake represents a vanishing spirit. And of course, vanishing spirit is when you are ignored, you are not considered to be around. And well, I mean, if you are an if you're very obsessed in a particular habit, then basically you vanish from society to a certain degree. Therefore, for those with monkey, you can find that there is quite a lot of things happening. And the one thing that monkey people, anywhere in your monkey, the remedy in this part is, of course, to be mindful of any habits that are destructive, especially two things in terms of alcohol consumption and smoking, as well as sleeping, the lack of sleep. Therefore, monkey may find that to be quite so-called the so monkey should not pursue any leisurely activities too much, and just stay focused on the work, and that would be quite an important essence. All right. Now the other part is also snake and snake. Now snake and snake, when snake meeting snake, means pink fire meeting pink fire. Two suns. Now the land of two suns is out of this world. Therefore, usually when there are more than one pink fire in a natal chart, there tend to be somewhat a feeling of being lost, somewhat being. It's like imagine a planet where there are two suns. We have to imagine because we don't live in one, and therefore those with snake meeting another snake may find may find that kind of out of the world, of the world. And sometimes it out of the world may argue to have some paranormal side. I think there's one feng shui guru that actually mentioned the yin yang eyes, where you're able to see beings that, well, are out of this world, so to speak. So therefore, that normally gives you that uh, intro. So for that part, don't trust your instinct for this year. Don't trust your gut feeling. Even though you may have past successes, but this year is just not that year for you. Yeah, as it is. Right. And so has the snake wants to combine with uh, Claudia. A full yin is only a full yin. It's not all snake. Not all snake. Only the pillar must be the same. That means wood snake meeting wood snake. Then that would be full yin. Full yin. This just all other kinds of snake. All other types of snakes. Oh, you have a friend that has a snake and a pig. D- Actually, there's one. Uh, Consider that if it is the pig and the snake, that is pig and the snake, the pig and the pig and the snake. Therefore, this yin yang eyes, as it is. Therefore, they can also see. They have this gift of the yin yang eyes, as it is. Mm. All right. What else that will be profound? Yes, we do have the tiger. Therefore, the tiger will create a hum. There's going to be a hum formation. Tiger would like to combine with the pig, and therefore this would disrupt. And tiger, of course, clashes with the monkey. Therefore, the hum formation comes in. So the snake will harm the tiger. Harm means to prevent you from combining. So therefore, there's a activity to prevent, and there's also ungrateful punishment. No, ungrateful punishment normally means uh, ungrateful punishment normally means positive action, positive action, but negative outcome. So positive action and negative outcome. Maybe you saw a poor person on the street, you took pity on a person, and then you donated or you gave some money. Therefore, that's a positive action, an act of charity, an act of kindness. But somehow, in that action of doing that good act, the outcome became negative for you, in the sense that it could be that the person was a scammer that robs you, or maybe your charity has resulted in you losing your documents. But anyway, it depends on what the tigers and pink fire actually means to you. All right, so therefore that would be looking at the tiger and the fire. Because in a way, tiger is wood, so wood produces fire, and as wood produces fire, wood depletes. Wood is burnt out. So ungrateful punishment in the sense that the fire burns you away. The fire burns the wood away. Therefore, that would be the kind of robbery. So this robbery doesn't mean the violent, physical type of robbery all the time. It may mean that your time is being robbed away, your resources or your comfort is being robbed away. And in a way, it just means that once the fire burns out the wood is exhausted, is depleted. Therefore, that is the reading between the tiger and the snake. And what is then favorable here? We may find that what could be favorable would be the ox. So the snake and the ox, because of the 色有丑, meaning to say that the ox represents the member of the tree combination. Therefore, there is an affinity. There is an affinity. And of course, when you look at the decade, when you look at the metal decade, you can also find that it will start with wood and it will end with water. Therefore, there is a combination between the water producing the wood as it is. Right. So in a way, we do find that in this case, the ox would be quite somewhat favorable for the reading, whenever that may be. Another one that could be favorable would then be snake and rat, because the rat represents the koi water and fire represents the pink. So one is yang and one is yin, and one is fire and water that creates the sign. In a way, you can see that the sign is also somewhat a sign of yin and yang, fire and water, because of that relationship of north and south, something like that. All right, so therefore, red would be quite favorable, and anyway, water would benefit from. Water would be very useful to cool down the temperature of the excessive fire that we will be experiencing this year. So in a way, water would benefit. Water people could benefit because water can make money, for fire represents wealth. And so there's so much wealth to make, and the risk of making too much money to be exhausted could be there. All right, what other parts we can also find would be, well, the rooster. So under the Shen, we find that the snake represents general stuff. And furthermore, what is the good combination between pink fire? What does pink fire wants to combine with? What does pink fire wants to combine? Pink fire wants to combine with sin metal. So sin metal, so sin and pink wants to combine because the pink fire provides the shine, and therefore the rooster tends to shine or can shine under the blazing sun of the pink fire. And there is also hidden combination. So if you look into the snake and you look into the rooster, what do you find in the snake and the rooster? Of course, will be the hidden combination between the pink fire and the sin metal. Sin metal is right. So therefore, that would also be somewhat quite favorable. Also favorable would then be the goat. The goat would also provides the measure of the lonesome star to be quiet, and also the goat is under the wood trinity, Haim away, and the wood is an opposing tree combination because the wood clashes with the metal, and so is rabbit. So rabbit also is on the opposing tree combination. Therefore, there is a metal clashing with wood. Metal clashing with wood comes into play as well. So therefore, that's slightly less favorable. The three neutrals that would not be expected to manifest much would be the dragon, low in comparability, the dog, and the horse. So anyway, so these three are just neutral without any shensha with them, without any combinations on us, so they're just blind spots. Therefore, they may not rank very well. or well, anyway, there are no negative star has in it. So anyway, this would be using the 10 gods and the main interaction, the elemental interaction for the reading, the interactions of the 12 branches. Right. So therefore, that would be just looking into. Okay, now before we move on, we can just cover a very, very brief one, but I think time has run out for today. Guess we don't have the time to continue. So what I'll do is I'll just end here. And in the next session, we'll then continue with the annual pillars, the external forces affecting the 10-day masters. I think due to time, then maybe some of it, I may have to actually put it up onto the video without it as well. Mm. The s- okay, for Delhi, you have the seasonal combination. Now, seasonal combination are just a summer direction. Yeah. Uh, so anyway, that would be just the summer direction. You mean to say seasonal combination as in I know what you mean. Seasonal combination means that you have the snake, you have the horse, and then you have the goat. You have the goat. All right. So therefore, this will be good. Okay. So if you have the seasonal combination, the snake, the goat, and it's so royal flush. In poker, there will be a royal flush. You have the three cards of the summer collection. So you have the whole summer collection. So having the whole summer collection, of course, means fire will be very dominant, very, very dominant. And well, if it is a run water, then that would be money, big money coming in from it. That would be just it. So anyway, the serial combination may have nothing much to do with the the year of the wood snake to directly to a certain degree. All right. Okay. So I think that will be the time that we have. So next week we'll continue and finish off with the 10-day masters, and certain things I'll just do recording and then just upload into the YouTube because of time as it is. All right. Thank you, everyone. Jesse, thank you. So good night all, and I'll see you then.